top story at 6, a flu outbreak is closing 3 area schools through at least the weekend. We told you first through a News 18 push alert this afternoon. Otterburn Elementary dismissed early today with some 20% of students out sick. The school will be thoroughly disinfected and will need to be cleared by health officials before students come back on Monday. But Rensselaer is dealing with an even more widespread problem. All schools in the Rensselaer Central School Corporation are closed through the weekend, with 17% of high schoolers and 22% of middle schoolers out sick. St. Augustine Catholic School in Rensselaer is also shut down. Now, it's state mandated that any school with more than 20% of students out sick must report that to the health department. Joining us now to talk about what happens from here is Purdue nursing professor Libby Richards. Thank you so much, Professor, for coming in to join us this afternoon. I wanted to ask you how widespread it was that school corporations would actually close like they did today.
It's not a common thing that we see schools closing due to the flu virus, but it is the right thing for schools to be doing.
You mentioned that something that parents can talk to their children about is how to properly use a Kleenex, and I think a lot of people think that's kind of elementary.
Right. So adults are guilty of this too, but Kleenexes are a one-time use thing. If you use them to wipe your nose, cough in, they need to immediately go in the trash can. Do not set them down. And then you also need to wash your hands right after disposal.
Now, from a parent's perspective, how does a parent know when not to send a child to school?
I think we have good intuition. So if your child tells you that they don't feel up to going to school, that's your first clue. But absolutely, if they have a fever, they need to stay home no matter what until they are fever-free for 24 hours without the use of over-the-counter medications.
And that's sort of the community proper thing to do, right?
Absolutely.
Whether the child is feeling okay or not, right?
If there's a fever, they stay home.
Vaccination, still not too late.
It's not too late to get a vaccination, and in fact, it's your best chance of preventing the flu.
When I met you just before the newscast, you actually shook my hand, and I was kind of surprised by that. But body contact is okay, right?
It's okay. The key is if you touch somebody's hand or you touch hard surfaces, then don't touch your face. Don't touch your eyes, don't touch your nose, don't touch your mouth. Wash your hands before you do so.
Professor Libby Richards, good advice. Thank you so much for coming in and speaking with us this evening. Well, a major